Good morning, everybody. 35, it's a lot. Although Boom had like a 140 stream before he missed like a 1 hour stream I did. Y'all crazy. I'm talking cray. Alrighty, so we should have some really good sets today, honestly. Modding? But that's in your name. I don't think Flogi modding could ever not be modding, because that would mean losing yourself. Oh, hear the sounds of houses being built. Oh, we got a Zong sighting. One sec, guys. Am I missing anything? I didn't even get breakfast yet. Also, I never got Capture Age open. It has produced some fun games. And a nice little weekly thing. Alrighty, we are good to go here. Game number 1. Oh, it's the Wushu matchup. We will have Running in the purple as the Wu to the northwest, and to the southeast in the yellow as the Shu. It will be Siscon. Get the porridge? The porridge will have to be gotten later, because I didn't want to miss anything else. So, let's see here. This should be, I think, a very close set. This could be an important one because the maps are Zong and Rocky Forest, the other two maps, with Siscon having Rocky Forest and Running having Zong, and I'd favor each player on their home map by a fair bit. So this one could be the decider, even though it's the first game. Alright, so Feudal Age coming in here for Siscon, and I do think it's interesting that Shu are played actually a fair bit on water maps, as they have a decent eco bonus with the Lumberjacks generating food, and they actually have a good late game navy. They only miss Fast Fire Ship and everything else, which means late game you actually do get shipwright, whereas Wu don't get shipwright in the late game, although Wu are still better in the early to mid game. Anyway, this is just going to be for a lumber camp. Scout here from Running is going to be checking it out. Light Bulver Dash, that is true. I'm afraid he will have to suffer. He's currently being sleepy behind me. I don't think he's suffering too much. Alright, so Feudal Age is going to be in here faster for Siscon. 2 villagers sooner, in fact. And here comes a barracks for him. Running is only just now going to be transporting over. Oh, no, sorry, he's already transported over here. Okay. Oh, okay, so he's going to take the deer, then build a mining camp, going to get some extra food. And I have in-game sounds on, like a goofball. Corky can suffer, yeah, when not given food constantly. Alright, so it is going to be a stable here from Siscon. Not something I would expect, opening here with the Shu. But you do technically get a bit of a food bonus early on. Not that it's going to be doing you all that much. Defensive tower coming in early as well, so running definitely more interested in playing the water. Does he have a forward dock somewhere? No, he's just building one fire galley at home. He's not really doing a whole lot. But it's not like he can get to Castle Age. Oh, Market and Blacksmith coming in, so it seems like upon seeing what his opponent was doing, I mean, he didn't actually really see a whole lot. Just lost the scout over there. Huh. He's even idling his TC right now. Oh, whoa, what are you up to here, running? I mean, Fast Castle can be really nice for the Wu because you can get Careening and Dry Dock, and your fire ship's gonna get real good. Gives his hardest battles to the floofiest corgis. Oh, yeah. Here. If this isn't the picture of suffering, I don't know what is. Oh? Did he hear a sound? Well, Castle Age is on the way for running. It did cause him around a minute of idle time, or more even. And the galley numbers are actually only at 2. Nice transport over here from Siscon, but he isn't really going to get a whole lot done with it. Okay, no, he did get 2 bills. Clearly, I haven't had my food or my coffee. And there you go, Careening's on the way, so it's an interesting build here from running. Because he still just doesn't have that many ships to begin with. Oh, that's rough. Oh, dear. Carrying the stream for years? Yeah, seriously. Oh, that's a lot of dead vills, and there is nobody even on gold right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, he just lost his scout and couldn't really figure out what his opponent was up to. Now, I guess he does have 4 fishing ships, which is something. But need to get the War Galley upgrade. And then what, right? There is no real making up for your lack of villagers. Running seems stuck. Alright, so it will be for some Jian swordsmen, of course, because that is the unit. It pays the bills? Yeah, I mean, really the most difficult life of all. Another barracks coming in. I mean, Jian swordsmen are both a fun and an interactive unit. Never doubt it. But with some quick balls in from... Oh, that was weird. Quick balls in here from Siscon. He should be able to at least keep these villagers safe, and there is no stone for an additional tower. A little bit of revenge coming in. And at least running is now keeping his TCs working at, you know, this late hour, but the scouts are showing right back up over here, and there ain't nothing to stop them. Oh, thank you, Arun. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This gun should be able to quick wall himself in without too much difficulty. Even has his fishing ship still working. And I feel like running just took a little too much economic damage. Decent farming eco also here for Siscon. Oh, another nice kill there, and... yeah, this is gonna be tough, because now you have to go for the only thing that's allowed to counter the Qian Swordsman, and that is the Nightline, or Hagelong Cav. We do have a knight on the way, though. But there are also some scouts out to help snipe him. Oh, but if the scout just shows up at the perfect time here, that could be a disaster for running. And... yep! Oh, jeez. Yeah, that just causes running to immediately tap out. Just not prepared for Sysgon. And that scout pressure. It's not something we see very often on this map, especially it's not something that you would expect from the Shu. But very well done there from Sysgon. Got so far ahead so quickly. He will take a quick game number 1 victory on Pacific Islands. Ooh, last pick versus first pick, too. Really well done there from Sysgon. So running is going to need to win on Rocky Forest, which is going to be tough versus the Peak Hamster. Oh, we're going to Zong. Now, running is going to have an interesting civ choice here, because Sysgon's almost certainly going Turks. So if you're up against Turks, do you rock the Gurjaras as a counter to Turks? Like, a lot of people say that Gurjaras are a really good counter to Turks. I personally don't see it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Not that it's a bad matchup for Gurjaras, but I feel like Turks still have good options. All right. Sysgon, 1 game away from the semi-finals, will be the Turks to the northwest of the map and to the southeast in the purple. Tournament life on the line. Running has to win this series, otherwise how else can he get eliminated by ACCM? Also, I have like a canker sore on my tongue, right where I make a lot of sounds when talking, and it's just... it feels like I have a slight lisp. Anyway. So, the reason that a lot of people believe that Gurjaras are a very good matchup against Turks is that Turks, well, they don't have pikemen, and they have worse camels than the Gurjaras do. But on top of that, Shravamsha riders do very well against the low fire rate Janissaries. That said, everything that Gurjaras like doing is with a higher eco. I mean, they are a good aggressive civ, right? But they like booming up, defending, and then running you over with a bunch of discounted food cost units. Turks often don't give you that time. So I still think that this is far from a LMG counterpick. It's not Italians versus Bohemians, where Italians just have the perfect answer to Bohemians. Well, nothing too crazy happening so far. I guess there could be a tower rush. I mean, tower rushing Turks is oftentimes a good idea.
Namaste.
Namaste. Also, now Dash looks like the, I don't know, some Renaissance painting. Like some tragic death. He looks like Jesus in the Pieta. There we go. Truly a difficult life. Italians versus Turks is a fine matchup. I mean, again, condos can be very useful there, but Turks still have really strong timings. Again, it's a decent matchup, but not one that's like, OMG, counter pick. Right, so a couple farmers coming in here from Siscon. He is clearly not going to be doing anything in the feudal age. And with 4 villagers here on wood, running is also not likely to do anything too feudal age oriented. Oh, Dash is, it's just all over for him. Aww.
Namaste. Tayyar.
I wonder what the plan is here from running. If you think that the Turks player is going to be doing something aggressive here, and considering how little Siscon likes playing closed maps, I would not be surprised if Siscon himself tries to do something very aggressive, and then running tries to do something to counter that. But we'll still have to see. Oh yes, Dash is so talented. Looking like 26 pop up here. No, 24 pop up. I mean, Gurjaras can go up fairly quickly. He absolutely is a poser. All right. So nice quick uptime here for running. And it will be 25 pop up from Siscon. Now, usually that's too fast when going for a castle drop, unless it's the super YOLO all-in version of it. The one that has no fast imp transition behind it. Which this still could be, because usually what happens then is you just send all your bills over to stone. Oh, 3 on gold. Could perhaps indicate something a bit more aggressive. Our purple player going to certainly be satisfied to use the extra forage bush food on it. And there's the barracks on its way. The barracks doesn't necessarily mean scouts, although it certainly could point you in that direction. I mean, Siscon doesn't have to do anything all in, he could just go scouts. Try and fight for those relics. Stable market. And there's the stable. And a blacksmith. Okay, so this could just end up being a pretty chill, passive game. I was thinking that Siscon would do Turks as his first pick to do something much more aggressive, but clearly that is not the case. I mean, I guess he still could do that variant of the build where you just now send all the bills over to stone. But I don't think you even have 6 bills on wood at that point. Yeah, especially not sending 10 bills now back to wood. This feels much more like a standard play.
Evet.
And we got Scout and a Camel Scouter queued up. And cancels it. It's Horse Collar. Unloads a couple of the Sheepers. You can see the Gurjar early game is certainly not bad at all. I am waiting for you. What? Why would you... One, why would you just walk right into the Camel Scout? And two, why would the Camel Scout stand ground there? Oh my goodness. Alright, monk. Well, actually, it's not a monk. It's, well, I mean, it says it's a monk, but it's not an actual monk. It's not a monk-type monk. Yeah, it still just ends up looking like the AoE 1 priest. Remember, guys, they have only 5 range, but otherwise function like regular monks. At 8 farms here, only 4. Still slowly unloading those goats. Second TC and a monastery comes in immediately. Running, pinging the middle of the map like the toxic person he is. You all know how toxic running is. Of course, Lightcav comes in immediately for free. Thankfully, though, running isn't at least ACCM levels of toxic, so he apologized for his illicit pinging. Couple of smacks right there. Bowsaw does come in for running, so he's going to get that extra economic boost. And you can see that running isn't messing around with the shrine monks at all. He's just going right for the monastery. Which does give a little bit of potential here for Siscon to scoop up some early relics. He really is. Mapping back 20 times more. That's what ACCM would do. Alright. Scouts here do have husbandry. Scout Cavalry also have husbandry. Heavy Plow even coming in before a third TC. That one's kind of surprising to me. Usually just want to get the third TC down quickly. You have only the one camel still. And Siscon is only just now getting his second TC. Yeah? Still 400-ish resources lead for our purple player. Nice micro there from running. I mean, it's 8 damage versus monks, whereas Light Cav get 10. Yeah, so he still don't get more damage than Light Cav as Gurjara Scouts. And there's the nice snag from running as well. Nice kill. Third TC is going to be on the stone here for running. Remember, on this map, you have more stone in your base than normal. Usually only have 5 tiles of stone in your base, but on Zong, you have 8. So that's another what? Oh, another kill here. Not that. There we go. But yeah, that's what? 1,050 extra stone. Not bad. That's a regular monk. Gonna try and sneak that relic in. Oh, it's a coming. No dice there. And this third TC will also be on the stone. But you can see here that running is actually less interested in fighting his opponent's army and is just interested in sniping monks. However, this means that running himself doesn't actually have any relics of his own. I I mean, it's really, really tough to keep monks alive if your opponent is determined to try and snipe them. Anyway, wheelbarrow coming in. Res collected, though, still going to be a nice lead for our Gurjara's player. And there's even the second stable. I actually like this from Gurjara's. Go for a lot of that mid-game map control. Although I would think it would be worthwhile to pick up Light Cav. Just buy some food and pick up Light Cav. Another kill there. I mean, 4 kills, 0 deaths for running. Very clean start to this game. Oh, what is it, Dash? Oh. Shake, shake, shake. And now the Corgi wishes to abandon me. Uh-huh. To have a Corgi. C-O-R-G-I. The cord? Yeah, that cord's my Ethernet cable. I mean, yeah, Gurjara's going to be taking some very good fights here. I mean, overall, I really like Running's approach this game. Quick uptime, focus on the map control, snipe the monks. Oh, even gets a couple of light cav in his opponent's base. Versus monks, you get what, 12, 13 bonus damage versus monks. So you still kill Sanctity monks in 3 hits. And you still kill non-Sanctity monks in 2 hits. However, there is some specific interaction. I want to say that Gurjara Light Cav sniped Bengali monks in 2 hits. When everyone else would need 3 hits. There's some interaction like that. With Gurjaras versus Bengali specifically. Because of the extra armor that is negated by Aztecs. I don't know how the HP breakpoints work. By the way, I am working on a video on turtle chips. I've done a few tests already. And turtle chips feel like they don't necessarily work as intended because they still feel really good against galleys and really bad against fires, especially in mid-game. But I need to do some more tests with them. Anyway, here we go. Nice couple snipes there from Siscon. He is going to catch back up here in the KD. Look at that blocking. Going to be able to not secure that camel conversion. And again, running with all of his map control, hasn't actually picked up any relics. Got relic number 4 over here. And where's the last one? Okay, he will get 1 relic. But now it's going to be a lot of this castle edge pressure. Gurjaras are such a strong mid-game civ in general. Well, turtles are, right now, they're really good against galleys. 1 turtle ship absolutely bodies 3 war galleys in mid-game. Again, I want to do some more tests. I didn't have as much time yesterday as I wanted because I streamed a lot. Nice kills there. All right, defensive castle coming in here for Siscon. But, oh, he doesn't have the other building. Oh, every little bit of delay is rough. Beat the other. I haven't done the imp tests yet. I would imagine the turtles win, though. Turtles are like twice as expensive on the gold cost. Become bad? Yeah, again, I want to try some more tests. Yeah, the Gurjara Castle's always been one of my favorites. All right, Janissaries are out. Uptime is still a little bit faster for Syscon, and of course you have that free chemistry upgrade, so you can get those bombard cannons out immediately. Shot 3S is on the way, though. That's always a very important one for Gurjaras. Vodkin coming in. Syscon almost certainly going to want to go Cav Archers, but that does open up a little bit of an opportunity here for the Shravamsha Rider plus Camel combo. I would like to see a double blacksmith, though. Only one blacksmith? What a coward running. More stables coming in. Again, it's just that consistent eco lead throughout this entire game for running. Great start from Gurjaras. Siege Workshops here too, though. Like, yeah, Syscon suffered a lot of losses, but he's still walking away from mid-game with 4 relics to 1. And a faster Imperial Age time. It's not like it's that bad for him. I like that he's patching up the hole there. Shravamsha Rider numbers are climbing, though. Immediately have both a Bombard and a Trebor on the way. Right now, Syscon is just going to play to buy time for his Cav Archers to grow in number. I like the other layers of walls here. Elite Shravamsha Rider immediately on the way. It does feel like they should probably have a different elite upgrade. But I guess Elite Genitor is the same thing. They just have the normal elite metal. Which is definitely confusing when you have 2 upgrades that have the same exact icon. Anyway, the Trebs and the Bombard Cannons are here. Elite condos with even more condoiness. Oh, are these quick balls going to be here in time? Those are successful, but that one to the east definitely is not. Units are charging in. Those quick walls are where you need them to be. The damage isn't quite there on the Shravamsha Riders. Syscon Siege is safe for now. But now the Shravamshas are in the eco. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be getting rough. Yeah, both castles still under heavy fire. Way too many Trebs queued up here, though. You need to get other upgrades. Still just the one castle as well for running. He really doesn't have much stone, and that castle is going to go down in just a moment. Running needs to keep up with his macro, man. What are you waiting for? More Siege Workshops coming in, but that's a big splat as well. I don't know. Syscon's been playing this Imperial Age a little bit better. Well, that castle isn't happening right now. The Cannons of Bombarding. Oh, nice little Tom Nook right there. And this is what I was saying, that I don't think Gurjaras are like a hard counter to Turks at all. Although we do have double Siege Workshop Siege Elephant coming out, which is going to be a really nice combo for Gurjaras. Because you get, what, 40% bonus damage? It's like you get double Siege Engineers on the unit. Heavy Camel coming in as well. You do need to mix those guys in as much as possible. And the CA numbers are slowly climbing. Elite Shravamsha? Elite Shravamshas are not the most exciting unit in the world. Right back to this cranny here. Still, grab on the high ground. 147 bonus damage there for the Siege Elephant. And look at this, guys. That camels are coming in. It's that combo of units. The Shravamsha Riders to soak up some of the arrows, and then you have the camels to come through and deal the damage. And look at this, guys. Running is charging forward. It's the double siege workshop that I absolutely love. These units are so hard to stop. Turks in general primarily rely on units that deal pierce damage. Okay, that trap goes down, but you are losing so much. You're 33 dead villagers for Siscon. Uh-oh, it looks like we could be going to that game number 3 as those armored elephants are absolutely doing work. That castle falls. And this is looking real rough for Siscon. His running is just continuing to press forward. His production is so much better. His eco is so much better. He's got all the gold he could ask for, which is so huge for Gujaras, just as much as Turks. And there is the GG called 10% more efficient in eco that game for running. Beautiful job of opening things up in early imp. The initial push didn't go well. Running wasn't phased, though. 2 siege workshops. Get the siege elephant upgrade. And thus change your angle to change your angle so it's much broader and more difficult to defend. Very well done. Look, just look at that food difference, man. Despise the unit, the Shravamsha Rider, me too. So, running winning his home map, but that's kind of to be expected here. Winning the closed map is running versus Siscon. My concern is still going to be here on Rocky Forest, where Siscon has his home map and is definitely going to be the favored player. Consensus? Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. Jules, they don't love it. Ornlu yawn. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a lovely day. It's growing. Run from it, hide from it. The watch streak comes all the same. Camel scouts? Yep, Gurjara camels are pretty wild. Anyway, it should be Mongols versus... I guess you could go Chinese or Japanese here. You have options. What be a dismounted camel rider? A scimitar man. That doesn't sound as good. All right, guys. Here we are. Game number 3. This one is for all of the marbles. It will feature Siscon in the yellow as the Chinese to the northwest, and to the southeast in the purple as the Mongols. It will be running. Already getting that Boran. And hello, Hassan. All right, so very aggressive Civ versus a Civ that loves to flex its economy. Classic matchup, of course. These two Civs have basically exact opposite power curves, where it's kind of like, it's like this as the Chinese, and it's kind of like this as the Mongols. Start strong, weak, middle, end strong. And that versus start weak, super strong, middle, end kind of weak.
Keep up the good work. Thanks by sap emoji. Any luck job hunting yet?
Nope. Not much, but I've only applied for like 5 jobs in the last month. I've been just really busy doing all of this stuff. And the job market hasn't been very good at all. But thanks for the 18 months. It's a struggle. Why did they remove camels? Because the Chinese factions that had camels are now represented by Khitans. Whereas Chinese now most specifically just represent the Han Chinese. By Tongats? Well, they are represented by both Khitans and Tongats, yes. The Civ is just called Khitans, though. Because the Tongats are related to the Tibetans. Also, wondering if it's reflected in my revenue? Let's find out. Oh, jeez, I'm making nothing. Holy cow. Okay, maybe, but, yeah, not by much. The Chinese, they had no weakness. I mean, their mid game was always supposed to be very strong. Great eco, flexible tech tree. Instead of the Tongats, yeah, well, people care about it. People care about AoE too. Post-imp and early game. They're not very good in early feudal age or dark age, and they're not all that great in post-imp. They are a very good water civ late game now. Anyway, running is actually going to be going for a Men-at-Arm rush-ish. Yeah, I actually probably make half as much on Twitch as I do on YouTube, and I spend way more time doing Twitch content than YouTube content. I guess this is kind of backwards, but by nature, Twitch is kind of something that you need to work at all the time to maintain a community. I don't know. Alright, Barrack's coming here from Siscon. He's going to be opening up with a fast archers build. And he actually has no idea that running is going for a Men-at-Arm rush with 4 Men-at-Arms. Emo. Oh, defensive tower is rushed up. Man-at-Arms coming back this way, but so far, Siskon's defense is quite solid, although it is causing him some idle time. You can see that running is still slightly ahead in the resources. Still, archers are on their way. Oh, gotta be careful. Men-at-Arms and the Children-at-Arms, yep. And running also able to take the hunt in the middle of the map. Always a nice win there for the Mongols, and it will give him a nice, easy way to produce skirmishers and send them to the front line. Because he'll need them against those archers. Double bit axe just now on the way for Siskon. It is not in for running, although running really does need to just start his own skirmisher production. That's why you built the archery range. There we go. There is no next patch announced. Whoa, what are these guys up to? Archer's getting some value over here. First skirmisher is going to show up to the party. What on earth are these vills up to, guys? Well, I guess the tower was already built. Oh, he's towering the berries. That's an interesting choice. We do have the farms coming in for Siskon, but his food income is obviously very poor. And that will be a situation here where running still has unmitigated access to the middle of the map, whereas Siskon doesn't even have forage bushes, so that could certainly be a way that you can apply pressure as running, but also get a faster castle edge time. That's a really cool choice strategically. Then you get housed. That's Age of Empires for you. Cool strategic play, immediately get housed afterwards. Still no fletching in for either player. And it's actually fletching coming in first here for running. The villagers are going to have to run into the tower. Going to protect the skirmisher in the short run. But Siskon's eco is a complete mess at the moment. Still, Siskon hasn't taken any catastrophic losses. The resources collected are still similar. Fletching coming in. And more skirms are on their way. Added archer armor coming out. Oh, could be able to snipe a couple of the infantry units here. And does get one. And for a game with so much aggression, not a whole lot has actually died. Running has lost one men-at-arm, and Siskon has lost his starting scout cavalry and a spearman. Skirmisher, yep, skirmishers and cav archers are still the units. The go-to units. Man, running is getting housed again. Ooh, that hurts. Is now getting double bit axe though. Garlic production. But I thought garlic was from India and Central Asia. Oh, look at this. It's tower time number 2. Purple Mongols making towers? What are they? The Nyman? Am I right, chat, or am I right? Again, I have like a canker sore on my tongue, so it's actually kind of hard to talk. Confident are we the Hunter took it? We're not confident at all. I mean, good fight there for Siscon, though. I mean, he loses 3 vills. Like, that doesn't feel great. Well, tower with enemies just don't mind the tower they're standing on. That's great. Still, at the end of the day, Siscon is taking the fights he needs to. Oh, and you even have some archers here, and those vills could be having a real bad time. At this point, the farming eco for Siscon is actually quite good. Better than Runnings is, who's been also relying on the hunt, which is currently not being taken. The tower goes down. There wasn't any stone. Uh-oh. 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 Spaghetti Mr. Yo. Siscon able to withstand all of this crazy pressure from running, just taking the good fight, knocking down the towers, sending forth the villagers as needed. Yeah, I knew what she meant.
Timo.
Skirms are coming in to launch a counterattack. You're on double ranges at the moment. But Siscon's just going to click up to Castle Age in a second. He is way ahead in Res Destroyed. And he's got Wheelbarrow in for all these farms. But now running is starting to take a bit better of engagements. Can Siscon click up safely? He also doesn't quite have enough gold. Oh, and now more vills are coming forward. There are 8 vills on stone right now. Running is just gonna go for it, man. Random spearmen fighting. But this fight's been better for Siscon. As a house running his house again. And there we go. Siscon found a way to click up to Castle Age. That is huge. I mean, a longer feudal age is going to be definitely good here for Chinese. Running has invested so much more into feudal age. He's gotten less out of it. Siscon is ahead in the villagers killed. And here we go, guys. Siscon not afraid to send forth the boys and girls. I mean, that's a better fight for running. Repair! Repair, dude! Oh, my goodness. Three range skirmisher production, AoE as the Lord intended. And just replace the tower. 10 on stone is way too much, though. Running Zico is a disaster. Now, a stable's coming out. Just like any amount of knights is going to be enough to clean this up and win the game. All right. Tower is in, but yeah, Castle Age is here. You have 2 stables with which to make knights. Yeah, I don't think we need to go fast and furious, Siscon. But more towers! More, I say! Yeah, this should be Siscon cleaning up everything here. Yep. Good effort there from running, but Siscon simply a little too good there at the defense. 34 skirmishers to 49. He just took the better fights. He was able to take that one really good fight here where running lost so much. Ahead in that food collected. And was able to get to Castle Age. Get the knights out and get the dub. Not the sub, the dub. All right, what is the next series? Oh, Vaipur versus Jowden. A series that would probably be much more interesting if it was 2012. Yeah, I have 2 monitors. I'm not like silly Viper, though, who has 3 monitors and a tablet. I think Mem also has 3 monitors. Oh, look, I don't even need to change Jordan's flag. They're rich. Depends on your definition. On the backometer. All right, let's see if we have a draft. And if not, I am going... Okay, looks like Andy and ACCM are actually playing right now. And we do not have a draft yet. Let's check the Discord server. Wait, start... Has there already been a They start... Wait, Robo just freaking starting 2 hours earlier? SMH. Alright, so I guess we just have Viper, Jordan, ACCM, and Andy. A 2-meter? That just sounds goofy. Alright, I'm gonna get some coffee and some oatmeal, guys. I'll be right back. Looks like I haven't missed much. Sieves, which they have now completed. Alrighty. All right, E. Nope, no woo. No shoe. No wayu. All right, evac. Game number 1. Zong and Acropolis as the other 2 maps. This definitely feels like an opportunity for Japanese for Viper. Maybe Gurjara's on Acropolis and Slav's on Zong. And Jordan has some options here. He can actually go for all of his civs here on evacuation. Zong is probably Bengalis, and that leaves Persians maybe for Acropolis? Nothing to hate. Skirmish? Well, it's not skirmish, it's skirmishers. Skirmishers! It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Heavy saw. Bob, nah. Don't live in a very Middle Eastern area. I'd have to get closer to Chicago for that. Anyway, hopefully Viper will get into the lobby soon. They're good? Oh, man. Rip. The corgi interested when there was an oatmeal bowl involved. The corgi likes oatmeal. Latin for pork. So, pig and pork are both Germanic then? I guess? Alright, Vipers in the lobby. I mean, yeah, there are plenty, but it's percentage-wise very small. Get a dog, now you're looking, oh, that's great. It's a lot of responsibility, but it's also a lot of fun. In Moscow. Alrighty, guys, here we are. Game number 1 between Viper and Jowden. Will feature Jordan in the blue as the Dravidians to the northwest of evacuation, and Viper in the yellow as the Japanese to the southeast. Alright, so 2 aggressive hybrid sims on an aggressive hybrid map. I hope we don't have to play this map in the next TTL because it just doesn't really give us that many good games. Viper already going to be going to the outside, though. Interesting that he's not going for a closer lumber camp to start things off. I mean, this is going to hurt his early wood efficiency. I guess it's okay still because you have a discounted lumber camp, so you get wood savings anyway. It's just a little odd to my mind. Jordan doing what I, see most players do, which is just go for one on, get your first lumber camp on one of the acacia forests, and then get your second lumber camp out here on the mainland. So let's see what these guys have in store for us. I do heavily favor Viper in this set overall. Let's see what Jordan can put up. All right, so Doc coming in there. And Doc will be coming in for Viper over here to the east. Wouldn't he want that? Why isn't he building the dock next to the shorefish? Like, I would have built the dock over here or over here if I was Viper. And then just taken from the shorefish in the same way that Jordan built his dock. The Germanic word for pig is? Well, swine is definitely German, or Germanic at least.
Sorry.
Alright, now I need to look this up. Pig etymology. From Middle English? Pickbread. Probably from the first element of Old English pickbread, acorn, meaning pig bread, i.e. food for pigs. Well, how about pork? Porcus. Oh, that's porcus in Latin. And then Old French pork, and then Middle English pork. Shalom, bloodless.
நான் தயார் என்ன கட்டளை
So pig is Germanic, and pork is Latin. Swine is Germanic. But we don't use the Latin sus for anything in English. Related to pigs, at least. Although, in, like, ye olden farmer days, we did say suey to call a pig. I don't know, maybe they still do that in farm country. Which definitely does come from the Latin sus. I don't know. Linguistics can be interesting. Alright, Men-at-Arms rush here from both players. But Viper's doing his on the outside, and Jordan is doing his on the inside. Always if it's etymology. If it involves food, it's always interesting. But this stream has always been very pro-food. Alright, Skirm's already on the way here for Jordan. What is that, Sorbian? No, Sorbian has more speakers than that. But yeah, there's like these small pockets of old languages still existing. And nobody speaks it as their first language for most of them. But yeah, lots of languages die out every year as the world gets more connected and homogenized. Vimisaurus? Oh boy. In some forgotten corner of the world. Whoa, 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 back up the truck. Uh-oh. Viper's gonna come in here with his own archers. Poke. Didn't get the scout cav there. We have the defensive tower coming in from Viper. And Jordan's not going to be here with his own archer, and that's going to be able to poke away at the men-at-arms. Arson even coming in. Arson. The pirate's favorite upgrade. Viper now going to send 5 vills to stone, actually. And things are getting pretty heated pretty fast. And look at this, Viper! Oh, that's not Viper. That's Gamer Legion's The Viper. Oh, this is bad for Jordan, guys. Units are coming back home here. Viper will need to scramble together to get another defense down. But he is doing A-okay for himself. Random speeding up and slowing down. Das Vapor? You mean the Vapor? We all know Viper's huge into vaping. He's always trying to be low-key about his vaping habits. Just, you know, does it off stream. Alright, Vills are trying to come over here again, but this is causing a significant amount of idle time. Now, Jordan is ahead in resources right now. He does have one more fishing ship, in fact, and this fire galley's now coming in. But this is ugly, man! This is the opposite of Ornlu. This is ugly. I don't know about all this, guys. Yeah, it's another dead Vil before that men-at-arm bites the dust. Alright, stable coming in. Viper is eventually going to clean all that up with his skirmishers. Ugliest person in the world? Exactly! Now we just need to tell the girls who all, you know, don't match with me and ghost me and all that stuff. Well, yeah, that's fair. Alright. A lot of hills on stone here for Viper. A nice job? Exactly. I am so deserving of everything positive in life. I put up with you guys! If that doesn't make me deserving of the world, I don't know what does. Alright, so able to take that extra food there is Jordan. Defensive tower for Viper on the gold. And you can see Viper's not really investing all that much into army right now. He's mostly concerned about getting defenses up, making sure his fishing ships are safe, and then going to be looking towards the castle age. That said, Jordan's done a really good job of sort of working in extra fishing ships. So he has 6 of those. And that's allowing him to sort of keep up in the eco department. The Viper's got no units in the queue other than 1 villager at this point anywhere. 2 fire galleys to 3 also in favor of Jordan. He molding away? There's something weird going on with his health, but he's still functioning insofar as Trump is ever functioning. Nan tayar. Get ready. I think there's a long line of succession before I become president. I think you need to get through all you know, 300 million Americans or whatever. Around 350 million Americans now, I think. Anyway, Jordan clicks up first. Good on him there. And he is now with a slight resources lead. Again, he's just been adding in more fishing ships than Viper has. And those fire galleys actually need to be a little bit careful. Why is Jordan laughing? Oh, Viper's not laughing. This is serious business, Jordan, says Viper. There's only me left. But I took Raid Shadow Legends money, Asmail. I did it back when they paid way more than anyone was worth to do their silly game. Well, Dash, you missed the Dash sleeping on his back part of the stream, puppy saturation. That was pretty cute. Gameplay laughable. I mean, who doesn't, man? He's such a big noob. It's actually a little sloppy from Viper. Not that I'm one to throw around the S word like that. They're APAC. Oh my god. Alright, forward dock coming in here from Jordan. He is looking to keep the pressure up here on the water. And Viper isn't really getting anywhere. And part of him going for all the towers, I thought, was so that he could focus more heavily on water and make sure that he, you know, wins it decisively. But he's not doing that. Jordan's getting Bod Crow War. And this is just not that great a spot for Viper. Oh, it is an elephant. Stomping across the map. Alright, so Viper's gonna go CA because that's what you do always at every possible opportunity.
Hey.
Well, guys, I'm really not sure what Viper's doing. He has 6 fire ships out, but so does Jordan, and Jordan's got the better start to this engagement, although Viper is going to go for a counterattack. He's gotten 2 fishing ships already, which is not bad. Oh, Viper! That's still fine for Jordan. Gonna get at least one. Oh, no way. Come on. Viper's just letting all this stuff hang around right now because he's so busy with his silly trap. Except all those units died anyway. Viper's just so dead, guys. What the heck? Jordan's already on 2 TCs, and, I mean, Viper's got nothing. I really don't know what he's doing. He's mined all of this stone to still take a ton of economic damage. He's lost water. And this just has not been Viper's game, guys. Jordan! Is he still Viper's kryptonite? I mean, that's not bad for Viper, but he's still behind by 14 vills. He still doesn't have an army. Like the dog, exactly. Right? EC over there, but again, the question has to be raised as to where Viper is actually going in this game, and I just don't see it. Third TC from Jordan as well. Viper Jr. playing? Probably.
என்ன கட்டளை
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Viper Jr. is actually almost won now, I think. Time flies. I mean, look at this. 2,000 resources behind. Jordan is still producing 2 fishing ships at once.
என்ன கட்டளை
And now the game just... It feels like it's not going anywhere, guys.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Down the toilet? I mean, it's just like... Jordan is ahead, and he's still getting even further ahead by virtue of his good eco, but he's not really doing anything that would, like, knock Viper out of the game.
சரி
I mean, Jordan just has a huge lead and is content to sit on it. And boom up. And Viper's trying to also boom his way back into the game, but he's so far behind in doing so that he doesn't really have a hope of doing so. 8 fishing ships as well now, and of course you just have 78 bills to 64 in the first place. Yeah, that is classic Jordan, to be fair. At least he's going to come with an aggressive castle. If Jordan built a defensive castle here, I would have screamed. But no, he's going forward. Got like almost double the population of Viper at this point. Oh!
சரி
Mike Gundy School of Game Management? Oh, boy. Guys, this castle could have been way more forward. The midweek! Yeah, seriously.
என்ன கட்டளை
I think Viper's finding himself in the washing machine at this point. Viper is actually going to have a basically similar imp time, but just with no eco.
சரி உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
Well, it's like, these are the hardest games to cast, because it's so obvious who's gonna win, and yet the game just happens, it just keeps on going. And there just isn't really a whole lot to talk about. By Nintendo? Oh boy. Oh boy. It is better safe than sorry, yeah. I mean, Jordan played this game well. He had a rough start, but just sort of kept his eye on the prize. He kept on making units. Viper was making a lot of towers, and it was just some very strange play from Viper. Just never really made that much army. He mined a ton of stone in the early game at the expense of all of his other resources. In a usually defensive game. Something something to fight something game mechanic? What?
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Oh my goodness. Well, Jordan has the edge in the Treb War. And that was a very one-sided game that took a long time to complete. But well done there from Jordan. Yeah, I doubt that sort of thing would be enforced. But yeah, well done and well earned there from Jordan. Gets the win over Viper's first Civ pick. And we'll have to see what game number 2 has in store for us, as Viper's going to likely bring us to Zong. Alright, I'm gonna get some coffee. Alrighty. Going to A crop. Going to crop top. Isn't that right, Dash? Turns into aliens. Oh man, Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana has some great clips on John Oliver. Alrighty guys, so Viper's actually going to go to Jordan's home map here, and he will be the yellow Gurjaras to the southeast, and Jordan himself is going to be in the blue as the Persians to the northwest. Two civs that definitely interacted with each other historically, but I don't really know to what extent. Viper! Viper. Shrimp. Did you see the most recent John Oliver? It's pretty great.
Huh.
Epstein, yeah. 1200? That's a little too much. Maybe 1168. Nah, honestly, it was just kind of it was a game number one Viper. Viper and Yo are the two players that, like, have the most bizarrely slow starts to their series. However, in a best of 3, you don't really have much wiggle room. Play taps? I do play taps. I sing taps. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Anyway, remember that Gurjaras can garrison the fishing ships inside the docks. It's like such a random bonus. For a civ that has otherwise nothing else for it on the water. Thanks, brah. You will regret that. All right, Viper gonna go up on 20 pop, but Jordan's already on his way up. Honestly, guys, this is just a better start from Jordan. It's gonna be up to feudal age faster. He's got his 3 Fisky mothers. Second Hyundai. Brah. Brah. Is Jordan saying that Viper would enjoy wearing a bra? I think that would check out. Debbie's been telling me that hers have been going missing recently, and she doesn't know what's happening. I think we all know what Viper likes doing in his spare time. I mean, only one fishing ship, though. I mean, again, I just like this start more for Jordan. Toyota Tonkatsu. To be fair, we do have 2 Toyotas. Oh my god. All right, stable. Whoa. Why isn't Jordan? Hmm? Why didn't Jordan just attack the Vil? Think about them. Oh my god. Why? Viper literally can garrison his fishing ship inside the dock. What is he doing, guys? And why isn't Jordan attacking the Vil? What the heck is this game? Match fixing! I call match fixing! Alright, Archer's coming out here from Jordan. Archer range coming in now for Viper. I mean, good splits here from Jordan. Of course, Viper still gets the best possible engagement. Coffee? Well, Viper Jr. is sick, so... Unfortunately, Viper has to make his own coffee. Well, that fishing ship will be repaired, and nothing of consequence is going to happen here for Jordan. He's still ahead by 3 Vils. He's still ahead by almost 500 resources. I mean, decent micro there for Viper. This week are TTL maps, which is why we are getting all the hybrid maps. Farmon. Random games? I mean, it's for a small weekly prize pool. And Viper Jr. got the coffee? Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Guys? Huh? That was... Yeah, the backometer is coming on. Crazy. No, Viper played quite questionably, to be honest, guys. I mean, Jordan played fine. There's no complaints with how Jordan approached things other than him not being a bit more aggressive when he had a lead in the last game, but that's, yeah, no idea. No idea. Now, because the other series was going to be Rex anyway, I imagine we can actually just jump into the next one. Properly washed, yeah. Oh, I never even updated the stream title. Certain Norway joke, but he's in freaking Saxony. Hello, Norther. Oh, my father is calling me. man, Ornlu's dad, decided that he forgot his flash drives, which contain his lecture PowerPoints. Ornlu, why does your dad still have everything on a flash drive? Isn't that so old? Yeah, I know, he's old. All right, so Robo says we'll be getting the first rec here in 4 minutes. Is a gynecologist? I thought it would be a Fortune 500 CEO. Doesn't count, yeah. I'm terrible at biology, so I would be a very, very bad gynecologist. Also, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of male gynecologists out there that are not creeps, but I feel like that's a creepy thing to do. It still feels a little creepy. All right. All right, okay, Junior. All right, we can do our grid first. We can do our gritty. All right. Unique tech changes the cost of buildings or units. Castle Age unique tech costs less than 550 resource. Imp unique tech costs 1,000 resources, and both unique techs affect the same unit or building. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Has unique tech that does not cost gold. Has unique. Okay, it's just unique tech day. By the woke. Not Slavs. Nope. This really is a tough one. Ah, yeah, paper money. I was thinking what could be the cheapest imp tax. And air traffic control? Yeah, I'm sure that's a real easy job. Not at all high stress or important. Hmm. How many Castle Age unique texts change the cost of something? Or I guess it doesn't have to be that one. No, counterweights is expensive. Up, we got game one. Uh-oh, the professionalism. The professionalism. Oh, man, ACCM is literally a full-blown Cyan picker now. He's gone full T-West, guys. All right, guys, here we are. ACCM going to be in the Cyan as the Cubans to the northwest of 45 Clearing. And to the southeast in the orange as the Burgundians, it will be FreakinAndy. Cyan Paladins, the Max is smiling from somewhere right now. All right, interesting matchup. And by that I mean two civs that I don't like very much. And why couldn't this matchup be like, I don't know, Teutons versus Slavs or something? Good real civs. Okay, so we'll have to see if anyone's going to be going aggressive. Of course, tower rushing with humans is very, very common. Full BS closed map civs, the other one being, what, Bohemians? I don't know. I'd also throw Bengalis in there. And I'd throw Portuguese in there. And Malay. Amukmen. So, what do we think about the ability of Burgundians to stop a Cuban boom? Not very good. What do we think about the Burgundians' ability to at least kind of keep up with the Cuban eco? And then take things late where they have an advantage? Yes. The Plish Plosh Civ. I think it's two of my highest win rate civs are Bohemians and Poles. Just 2 on wood here for Andy. Interesting. Oh, you must have gotten the house somewhere. Ah, sorry, he's over here. Alright, 2 on wood here for Andy. It's still not clear, based off of the early villager distribution, whether or not ACCM is going to be going for a tower rush or just a regular boom. Tower rushing with humans is very, very common and also quite good. Rams are not really ever good as they delay your castle age too much. It's usually better just to take map control with the towers and then drop a forward castle and go fast imp. But you don't have to. ACCM can just go for a 2 TC boom and be fine. Play a more castle age centric style. There are a lot of relics on the map that you can fight over and pick up. But obviously, when when it comes late game, humans still need a pretty big advantage because Burgundians are just a better late game civ. So we'll have to see still. ACCM's able to go 19 pop without Loom. That is certainly a very good early game, and better than anything I could ever do. 7 seconds idle time for Andy is certainly not perfect either. So good start here for ACCM. Also, this could be a really good game. These are two very strong closed map players. Although one of them is certainly known for being a toxic enemy to the AoE community. Look at that! Do you think a community-respecting AoE 2 player would have gone for that sheep kill? No. Viper and Jordan gave each other their sheep back. But oh no, not somebody here. Anyway, as villagers are not going forward at this point, we have to imagine this is just going to be for a regular 2TC boom. Which is fine. You don't need to go for a Trush. Personally, I like it if you're comfortable doing it, but for instance, I'm not comfortable doing it, so I still wouldn't go for a Tower Rush, even though I think it's probably objectively the best play. ACCM walling the back here. And here we go. So this does look like it's going to be for the 2TC build, and I say that already because he's building the TC on the stone. If he built the TC over here, then that could be much more indicative that he wants to just play a very high eco style. May Republicans make first. Well, that wasn't great. Why didn't ACCM just run away? Almost he thought he was going to win the fight, but definitely wasn't going to. That said, this is basically a perfect build so far here for ACCM. Otherwise, yeah, losing your scout, a feudal age human scout, is pretty rough. Anyway, Bill's not going to die there to the wolf, as the scout cavalry will also be coming on in. Oh, is he now going to go forward? Oh. Okay, so it's kind of a delayed Trush. This isn't something we see all that often, but it's not impossible. Gonna really struggle to sustain your food income, though. Barracks on its way here for Andy. I mean, Andy's going to go 26 pop scouts because that's literally what you want to do every single game if you can get away with it as Burgundians on a closed map. That's it. I don't know why you gathered 42 stone. That must have been a misclick somewhere along the way. As it happens, it'll put him in decent stead to drop 2 towers immediately. Just needs 8 more stone. But yeah, you can't really sustain your villager production here very well at all. Wait, why is Andy's eco so rough? What? Okay, now he's got a market coming in, but he's still really far away from Castle Age food. And I guess he did have bills way off in Narnia. Whoa! Side staple? Okay. This is already getting a little weird. Alrighty, well, Loom is coming in. Stone was spent on something. Didn't he have like 240 stone before? Ah, yeah, there's the gate. Well, res collected are still going to be way in favor of Andy because of all the villager time that was spent building an additional TC, and the 4 villagers that were sent forward, and also it's Burgundian eco, right? So it's still very, very good. Yeah, definitely very strange happening so far. Now, ACCM is doing a really good job of keeping his idle TC time low. He's able to saturate his forage bushes at the right moment. So I do like that. Castle Age is now on its way here for Andy. Had to use some market stuff there, and he had a lot of idle time, honestly. But yeah, this is what happens when the tower rush is delayed, is that you can just build a stone wall behind it and slow it down immensely. And the game shall march onward. Andy has to do damage? Can't Andy just drop some TCs when he hits Castle Age? I feel like that's not really even that big of a deal.
Bonjour. Vosotros? Ah,
You drop a TC over here, and you're probably fine. Drop another TC like over here. Are you even really worried about that much pressure? It's not like your opponent's going to hit Castle Age right behind you. With him, I mean, you always have to be worried about a fast imp, for sure. All right. Andy definitely thinks otherwise. He's just making a couple knights. He's not going to go with the forward siege, is he? Okay, there's a monastery. Getting some eco upgrades. So yeah, Andy's barely adjusted his build to deal with the tower rush and on the map. Otherwise, this looks very much like, again, a slight variation of your typical arena build with Burgundians. Now, ACCM himself is not going to be horrendously far away from the Castle Age. He's got tons and tons of farms down already. Obviously, way more than the, 11 soon to be.
ah.
Oh, nice little palisade gate there from ACCM. Right. Munkers on the way. Castle Age coming out here for ACCM. Still mining plenty of stone, so certainly a castle drop fast imp does feel like the most likely approach from our Cyan player,
Bonjour.
which could still be very deadly. I don't necessarily know if you can get the castle up inside your opponent's base, although that would be pretty sick. But that does feel like you're opening yourself up a bit. And honestly, this might even be part of ACCM's attempt to... No, he's still towering. I don't really like this. Just drop the castle, dude. I guess he's thinking he's going to have enough stone for a castle anyway, so might as well keep the villagers busy. Hello, Matros. All right, double stable behind here. Got wheelbarrow on the way. And Andy never added in that third TC. The knights are hanging over here in the middle of the map.
Vosotros?
Huh. Built 2 TCs. I mean, he could have done that anyway. I guess he doesn't know if his opponent has a siege workshop or not, but you'd think that if he had a siege workshop, he would have built it by that point. Oh, nice snag there from ACCM. I mean, there's 2 stables here. Is ACCM just gonna add TCs? He can if he wants. A couple of camels, which is, of course, totally fine as the humans in mid-game. Huh. It's a bit of a weird game, but I don't actually hate what either player is doing here. Although I do think ACCM needs to commit to something soon, whether that be add TCs or to drop that aggressive castle. But if he was going to drop the castle, I wish he would have done it by now. I'm still kind of bamboozled. It's a very cozy lumber camp indeed. Alright, Monk is on the way now for ACCM. He's ahead by 2,000 resources because, you know, hashtag just humans things. He can now afford a castle. But are 4 villagers really enough to drop a forward castle here? It would be very risky, especially as Andy's now coming in with his own defensive castle, playing it nice and safe, and he's going to click up to Imp. Scout's going to get another villager kill, though, so really good job of map awareness here from ACCM. He's actually just going to add a TC? Huh. Honestly, I feel like if ACCM was doing this, he should have dropped another TC already at this point, and I'd also even go up to 4 TCs, because why the heck not? But the eco for ACCM is going to be very good regardless. It's just going to be about dealing with that Imperial Age play. Yeah, Imp is queued up after that villager. Okay, so he is going to drop a forward castle over on the other side. Oh, actually, both monks there got sniped by the knight. That's really well done. But here's the thing, guys. ACCM, even if he loses this forward castle, which he will, nothing you can really do to save it against a faster Imp. Andy's ability to actually make an army to push with is extremely limited. Now, you can see Andy already has an idea about this and is starting to mix in some petards, but there have been a lot of mind games back and forth so far, which is fun. Again, it's a game that looks really weird, but I don't hate what these guys are up to. There's the university coming in. Right now, ACCM is just cruising. He's getting literally all the eco upgrades, guys. He's gone full Ornlu. Oh, wait, he needs to get stone mining, then he'll have all the eco upgrades available to humans at this stage. Alright, Kippers are on the way. Stone mining upgrade coming in right there. Well, you still can use a petard to bust through the walls.
See.
Wait, treadmill crane? What? I mean, I respect a guy for getting treadmill crane, but what? Andy with 3 relics already as Burgundians, which is nifty. The Custelier are going to snipe the monk, no issue. But again, it's really hard to actually push out onto the map at this point if you are FreakinAndy. Going to start mixing in some pikemen, getting another defensive castle. He thinks he's up against a fast imp, but he's just not. And ACCM clicks on up. And look at this castle placed super defensively. He wants to take things to late game. Yeah, how BBC for sure. But the question is, can you actually push out across the map, right? Because ACCM is even mining all of the stone in the middle, which I really like. And he can just give himself so much time. I mean, Andy is doing the right things to deal with a human push, but ACCM is just seeing, okay, you're committing to the defense on this. We're just going to add the TCs. We're going to go up to Imp a little bit later. And I mean, that's just... it's so annoying dealing with humans, but and this is why, is because ACCM can just take the game in such a radically different direction as soon as Andy commits to doing one thing. Love a closer era. Oh boy. Anyway, easy kill there. Relic falls to the left, as it always does. Conscription coming in now. And it will be for the Custelier. I actually kind of like this from Andy. You don't have a great way of teching into Paladins, and the Custelier can be very efficient units. But again, ACCM is doing all the right things. Steppe Husbandry, what are you doing? Coming in, and he is going to be getting to a huge, huge, huge blob of Steppe Lancers, which can be very tough to stop. The Flemish Militia will not likely cut it. You'll need Halbs. All right, 4th TC coming in over here. Reign Superior, we shall see. Stonewalling the sides would not be a bad idea. There's Elite Steppe Lancer coming in, though, for ACCM. Again, eco difference is astonishing. 4 relics to 3 right now, so both players do have some at their disposal. Relic number 8 is over there. Relic number 9 is probably en route somewhere. And conscription's even going to be canceled. I mean, you already have step husbandry in, but you'll take what you can get. That much. They're a large beneficiary of the better pathfinding. Units will stack up much more easily. But human step lancers are good anyway here, so it's not really that bizarre. Tengere Atanga. Actually, you just kind of locked out your own monk. You goober! Stable there on the side. Crop rotation, baby! Now, notably, guys, it's really important to remember that the humans historically had plenty of merchant guilds. That's what they were most famous for. Alright, so Cavalier coming in. I mean, might as well just go keep to the Coustelier at this point, right? You don't need to make the full-blown switch. Anyway, that is going to be unsuccessful, as those stone walls are up just in the nick of time. And ACCM still mining plenty of stone here in the middle of the map. He has a castle, so he could get his upgrades. He does now have conscription. And of course, make trebuchets, no bombard cannons for humans, of course. I mean, step lancers aren't amazing against walls, but because you can stack so many of them on top of each other, and of course they deal melee damage, they can be made to work. But yeah. Speed Workshop coming in now from ACCM. He is housed because all good AoE 2 players always get housed. Once Fortified Wall comes in and you get that 4 extra melee armor for the building, that's going to be huge in reducing the ability of the Step Lancers to actually attack this. Not to mention the extra HP. Wait, how did that Vil die? Whatever. Last Furnace coming in, so the Steppies will be fully upgraded. Got some petards on the way. And right now, both players are just kind of setting things up for late game. They have range. Yeah, but a Step Lancer over here could not be able to kill a villager over here. Right? Because there's literally one tile of wall in the way. Anyway, yeah, now we're going full BF at this side. But, again, there's literally a tile of range. Oh, some Step Lancers coming in to do a little bit of raiding. Remember, of course, the Cuban ones are extra fast and train fast. Apram coming in here for Cyan as well. Another castle here defensively. And ACCM is certainly going to be well ahead to the 200 population marker. Also, Andy never got vineyards because he's a lame-o. Let's see here, guys. We got a few petards coming in here. Remember, guys, that petards do have enough damage to, you know, take down a wall with 3 of them. Fortified wall. He is. Well, again, we know how toxic this Cuman's player is. I would not be surprised if he was hacking. Paladin coming in now for Andy. But it feels like you need both Paladins and Halbs to properly deal with the giant Step Lancer blob. And ACCM's getting the Kipchak upgrades anyway. No Siege Ram yet, though. Certainly going to be one you want to pick up once you can afford it. Hoarding's coming in, too. And Andy's just trying to get all the defensive upgrades. Alright. Gates down. And you also have C-Tram coming in. Those quick walls are just in the nick of time, but can you actually stop the Peppies from just destroying the... I guess you can. Seppi's not really wanting to commit right there. We have more range upgrades coming in, and the Mangonel's going to start to work away at the Rams. Nice splat right there for FreakinAndy. And yet ACCM is still the one with the much higher army value. Again, once our orange player gets to 200 population, his 200 pop army should just be better than ACCM. So look at this. Cumin mercenaries. Let's go. I mean, you need, what, 5 castles for it to be worthwhile? All right, guys, here we go. Paladins fully upgraded for Burgundians. Step Lancers fully upgraded for Cumans. No, both players, I think, are playing the somewhat odd game very well. But ACCM is the one who is dictating the pace right now, as you would have to do with Cumans. So we still have to give him a bit of an advantage. Burgundians are going to be winning this. If they are winning this at all, it's going to likely be a fair bit later. And now the gates have been breached. Step Lancers are going to kill all of those vills. Both of those bombard cannons are going to be going down. And Andy's the one whose population is falling off a cliff. Oh, he never got Elite Kipchak. Oh, he literally got Cumin mercenaries before Elite Kipchak. The freaking legend. My man has Kipchaks and Elite Kipchaks at the same time. How often do you see this? Another castle coming in, and ACCM just opening up a can of whoop butt here in the late game. I mean, it's what ACCM does versus literally everybody. Andy has never been able to cross the map. And Andy's been playing well, too. It's just ACCM is playing this pretty much perfectly. I say that as he just takes a bad fight for no reason. So funny. And just immediately taps out. Wow. Guys, remember when I said that ACCM might just be the best late game player in the world alongside Yo and Hera? And I think that those three are really just the top right now. Yeah, I think you need to get to both Hal plus Paladin. I think it's less of a pathing issue and more of a... You don't want your units to run around everywhere because you especially want your Step Lancers to stay together so they can stack up. Because we've seen that with Step Lancers before. I don't think it was decided in early Castlage. I think that... Yeah, it was tank ground, obviously. It wasn't no attack stance. Can't work. But he added in the extra TCs later anyway. But yeah, I do think that Andy was really playing a little too hard into the 2 TC fast imp when ACCM just added a 3rd TC. So that was an interesting one. Also, I'm sorry I missed the first series, guys. They freaking decided to start in 2 hours earlier. I need to flip them. Faster, but I think that it was a great call from ACCM saying that, okay, it looks like everything you're doing here is all about defending. Let's just go up to Imp. Or not go up to add TC, sorry, I was reading something else at the same time. All right, let's see what game number 2 has in store for us. I mean, it could be either of the remaining maps. It doesn't really matter. Andy needs to win them both, Acropolis and Pacific Islands. For a crop, it is I mean, it's going to be Bengalis on Pacific Islands for Andy. ACCM literally has 3 top-tier water sips here. Extra TCs in Castle. I think it depends on what his opponent is doing. And I think that ACCM just read the game perfectly. Ugh. Matches up best against Byzantines, but like, are we seeing Byzantines on Acropolis or Pacific Islands? Because we could see them in either place. Because if you use Byzantines on Pacific Islands, then you can just use Wei on Acropolis, and if you use Byzantines on Acropolis, you can use Bengalis on Pacific Islands. So there's a lot of options here for both players. Robo's having an issue with the wreck. Hashtag just Robo things. I mean, yeah, there really isn't a Civ that can't work against Byzantines. I mean, I think Italians still absolutely have options against Byzantines. Prospect, we'll see. Guys, I'm gonna get some more coffee. Alrighty. Look at this dog. This dog. the wreck. All right, let's see what map we've got. This could be the last game of the day. Could be a pretty short stream. All right, looks like it will be a crop. And the corgi now leaves. It was actually a bear, oh no. Interesting. So, ACCM 1 game away from the round of 4. He didn't win the last Midweek Madness, so he needs to get revenge. This is his tournament, man. Anyway, he'll be in the cyan to the west and to the east in the orange as the Ornlu Abyss. It will be FreakinAndy with his tournament life on the line here, which does mean that for the final game, it will almost certainly be the Bengalis versus either Italians or Koreans. Probably Italians. If, of course, you know, we need it. Who just crashed out? Exactly. Viper crashed out harder than Elmo on Twitter, man. OP? Organ guns are more balanced than Hussite wagons are, in the sense that organ guns are less oppressive in early Castle Age, as they are much harder countered by mangonels. And much more oppressive in Imperial Age, where Hussite wagons are terrible. I actually think there's a better, well-rounded unit than Hussite wagons are, but I still think they're an S-tier unique unit. They're not, like, the best unique unit in the game, but they play with the Portuguese very well. Like, organ guns are great on both low eco and on high eco. It's actually just kind of a mid-eco situation where they're really bad. It's not like a unit you just, like, transition into in the same way that you can with, like, the Latus or the Monaspa. Hey, man, I am the analysis nerd. I don't know what else you expect. Destroy DE as an esport? Yeah, I think so. If you guys have not seen the Jon Stewart clip of on Elmo's crash out, I could not recommend it enough. Elmo had a right-wing Manoverse crash out, and he had to come on to Jon Stewart to apologize for it. All right, Doc coming in. Andy's is up faster, though. Exactly. Mr. Carbunco with the 10 months. Thank you so much, Mr. Carbunco. Research in loam makes your villages harder to kill. It's all Elmo was trying to do. Right. Elmo's Twitter account got hacked. Yes, Elmo has a Twitter account and was spewing a bunch of super right-wing anti-Semitic stuff before it finally got corrected. But Jon Stewart did a whole segment where he brought Elmo on to talk about his crash out. Esto pronto. All right, so Andy with a very nice start, though. Has an extra fishing ship out, but he will be slower to feudal age. 2 bills slower, in fact.
Impero.
Counted Trump. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that's a right-wing guy, but like I don't really know that world. I don't live in the world of online influencers.
Salve. Presto.
And look at this sick campaign mining camp. Nothing crazy happening there, and ACCM will get the fire ship advantage, at least to start things off. I would say it's the other way around, that Trump is like a born loser and basically failed his way to the top.
Olá, estou pronto.
Estou pronto.
That feels completely backwards.
Sim,
Sim.
Well, Fire Cali coming in for each side. Secret Chinese breeding program? Jeez. I think the black bears are just wolves reskinned. That was a little sloppy from ACCM. No. Anyway, the Byzantine fire galleys actually do beat the Portuguese ones. But obviously repairs help out a lot. Nice defense there, though, from ACCM. And he's actually going to have to deal with this forward archery range from Andy. So he will be going for the Spearman plus Skirmisher combo. This is also a thing that's happening. Oh, but the Spearmen are here to help out. Look at this fire galley, man. Wow, ACCM has killed 2 vills, as in 2 fishing ships. Guys, I think this ACCM guy is pretty good. I know it's a hot take. And around these parts, we live for the hot takes.
why?
I gain clicks by being as controversial as possible.
Olá. Sim, ao seu dispor.
Well, 7 kills to 2 deaths in favor of ACCM. That's pretty good. Yeah, my college didn't have a football team and still doesn't have a football team, so I never really got into college. I mean, my college was terrible in every sport. I mean, we say that we were like a basketball school, but I don't think we ever got higher than the round of 32 in March Madness, and we're right next to Georgetown, which is historically one of the best basketball schools of all time. But yeah, didn't the ACC have a pretty good week?
Olá.
Aí.
But baseball? Interesting. So I think of like baseball schools, I think of Alabama and Ole Miss, which are both football schools as well. FSU is back. Well, there you go.
Ein.
Man, this sure has been an aggressive hybrid map, hasn't it?
Quais ordens?
Still, much better start here for ACCM. It's still 3-2 in terms of fire ship numbers. I mean, I know Byzantines are better, but they're not 3-2 better. Jeez, ACCM is just rocking it right now. He does need a market, but okay, actually, it's almost done. Don't mind me, ACCM.
Pero.
Oh yeah, guys, well, people are still watching. Tomorrow or the day after, I am going to stream Borderlands 4. Because I did get early, or I think I'm still slated, I think, to get early access to it, although the game comes out tomorrow evening.
Sim.
But part of that is that I do, you know, some sort of content for it. So I'll play some on stream. But those who don't know, Borderlands is my second favorite franchise after Age of Empires. I absolutely love the Borderlands franchise. Which is funny because it's such a different game. The only other person I know, like when I scrolled through the Discord and was checking to see if there are any other AoE community members that were like in their partner program, the only person I recognize is Killer Pigeon.
Olá.
And obviously he does AoE 4 stuff.
Estou pronto.
So I don't know if anyone else in AoE really likes Borderlands. Like 3? Yep. I still don't know which Vault Hunter I'm going to pick, though. I mean, I'm going to play all of them, right? But I don't know which one I'm going to play first.
Estou pronto.
Ao seu dispor. Ein.
I might do, like, one character I do solo, one character I do on stream, and one character I do with my friends.
Sim.
And then I'll just play the last one
Quais são as
after I finish the other ones.
Estou pronto.
Anyway, skirm upgrades coming in. Now, Andy is with at least one stable. Don't see a second one just yet, though. But right now, it's just ACCM completely in the driver's seat.
Ein.
Second TC coming in. I mean, there's... ACCM is taking no risks and making no real
Ao
mistakes.
seu dispor.
Andy himself is going to try and rush up a TC. It just doesn't really feel good for him. Loses a Ville there. Knight does come out.
Ao seu dispor.
Wait, didn't they change it? The attack speed bonus of fire ships and drum. I just realized that. No, they did on the 25. Was it 33% for? I don't know.
Sim.
It's termed as biz as a tragedy. Well, it's just, you know, ACCM had all the advantage early on anyway. Third TC coming in for ACCM. I mean, this is like... I can't really notice any actual mistake Andy has... sorry, that ACCM has made in this game. He's played it pretty much perfectly. Taking down the camel. I mean... Homie is just making it work, man. This is one monk on the way. He's not really investing all that much into the aggression. That skirm finally went down. Another Vill's gonna bite the dust. Wow. I got a Mangonel on the way. Andy is gonna try for a third TC here in the middle, just try and bunch up so that Andy can just use his lower mobility army to defend his area.
Ein.
But that's still just gonna be so tough.
Presto.
A lot of Vills on stone as well, but this is not really a Cataphract matchup. Even though some people were really mad at me that I didn't put Cataphracts in S tier for my unique unit tier list video. Anyway, Andy will eventually clean this up. You just try and take the best fight you can as ACCM, who is still very, very comfortably ahead in this game. Did have to delete that knight, though. So that's at least something of a win there for for Andy, who's now going to be pushing forward with a Mangonel and some monks.
Salve.
Those upgrade. What? What are you talking about? Anyway, nice conversion there. We'll get the Mangonel. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, beautiful, man. Oh, wow. ACCM is not messing around, guys. What the heck? All right, Siege Workshop coming in. That wasn't as good of a fight there for ACCM, so Andy taking a bit of a better engagement, but this is still pretty rough. Nice snipe here, gonna come in. It's actually a really lousy fight for ACCM. That was his first major mistake this game. A caravel! Oh, ACCM. You gotta love it, guys. He's also closing in on a castle. The get out of my game caravel, indeed. 4 TCs, though, here for Andy, and he's still not dead. But this castle is going to be tough to stop. Now, if you can get the 1 for O trade, which you could not, at least not yet. Where are the Vills? Okay, here they are. Yeah, I like that a lot. ACCM just being really sure that he's not going to get Tim castled right there, making sure the Mangonel's far enough away. Demo blew up the Mangonel over there. That monk is being derpy. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Oh, Predator missile inbound. You have to delete it. Alright, just get the other kill there. Jeez, man. This castle's? Why is this castle so far away? Oh, that was a nice Mangonel hit there from Andy, and he does click up to Imp first. You know, power of Byzantines and all that. Oh, to avoid the Tim. Ah, I see what you mean. 5th TC coming in here from Andy, University as well. And as far as it goes with Byzantines, if you're not dying, you're probably winning. And Andy is not dead yet. Now, ACCM is going to click up. He's not going to be too much slower to Imperial Age. Little under a minute slower. Alright. 10 out of 10 civ. Hey, everyone loves Byzantines. Ballistics now coming in. Gets the kill there.
Ein.
Defensive castle coming in as well. And of course, Byzantines have a nice edge into the Treb War with the extra HP. Still, you just don't have much of an army left over as Andy. Granted, ACCM still also just has skirmishers. That's some cav upgrades. You could try going Cavalier. Gotta be careful of this Mangonel. Some monk upgrades to... Oh! Beautifully done there from Andy. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is very impressive. Not a great moment there for ACCM. Those monks are gonna be very sad. Uh-oh. Andy decided to wake up here. Is it going to be enough, though? Treb is going to set up... I actually think the Treb is also on the high ground. That is a nice advantage there for FreakinAndy. And indeed, there will be a Cavalier switch here for ACCM. Repairs are on their way. Another TC! Number 6.
C.
Well, Treb War incoming. Neither player really has a ton of stone to work with. There's also a cannon galleon on the way here for ACCM. And we do have plenty of Cavalier going to come out. Portuguese Cavaliers are quite good with the 20% gold discount and full upgrades. Well, except for Paladin, of course, but that's not really an issue here. No stone. Still a little bit of stone left. And again, it's that high ground advantage that is very significant. I don't think ACCM ever got conscription. Neither did Andy. Guild power just now coming in. You could say that's a little bit late, though. And the castle goes down there for ACCM. Cannon Galleon can't hang around here with the monks, with block printing. But there still is going to need to be an answer, at least at some point in the near future, for those Cavalier, which are continuing to climb in number and improve in upgrades. Got 3 bombards here as well. Oh, nice attack round there. But charge! Oh, repairs coming in as well here for ACCM. Is this going to be it for Andy? Cavalier trying to take the best fights they can. Micro is great so far from ACCM. He snipes a Drummond. Cannon Galleon. Loses a Bombard, though. Are there enough monks here? There are 6 monks versus 6 Cavaliers, so in theory, yes, especially if you have good monk control. 17,000 damage taken by that castle. Somehow that Treb shot misses. And yet ACCM is still the one with the larger army. More Bombards on the way. No Siege Engineers yet for ACCM. Still around a 20 population lead. Redemption coming in as well. And the Skirms are here at the back to also help snipe monks, of which there are only 2 left. Things are really heating up. Inverted Cavalry are going to try and charge back forward. But there just aren't enough of them, nor do they have enough HP. Hand cannons coming out, too. Sure, I guess that's fine. So there are still skirms on the field, but not many. Oh, and there you go. More units are going down. 7 army for FreakinAndy as ACCM continuing to press forward. He still has a huge score lead. One bombard was sniped by something. And I think that castle is still going to go down here. The repairing villagers are going to die. There's just tons and tons of units of all sorts streaming forward from ACCM. And this is likely going to be it for Andy. Indeed, it is GG. ACCM takes the 2-0. Good attempt for Andy. Considering how poorly things went early on, but ACCM just a little too strong. Absolutely muscled his way to victory in the late game with that superior eco. He had a very well fleshed out tech tree. Back to Cavalier, plus Skirm, plus Bombard. He was still fighting on the water constantly.
Ein.
Good, good stuff. Well, guys, that's actually it for today. Tomorrow is Syscon. Tomorrow everything finishes up. We have Syscon versus Andy, Jordan versus Lewis, and then the grand finals. And that's it. First match is happening at 14 GMT. For real this time. So we'll go ahead and cast that as best we can. Yeah, a little bit of a shorter stream today, but hope you all had a good time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.